What's up? What's up? What's up? Just if you're just in the house, it's been a long time, long time. I do have a lot of things to talk about. Oh, so anyway, I'm not a partner anymore, so I need some subscribers. You guys, please subscribe to me, help me, get back on there, so I can do some more interesting things for you. So I need 1,000 subscribers. So just waiting for that to happen. Then I got some real cool stuff I can do. That I want to do for you guys, because I do want to make this money back on YouTube, because it is kind of fun. Anyway, I went to Michigan to check on my mom and stuff. She's fine. Her husband and everything is good. Basically what happened was, I guess she wasn't eating or something like that. I don't know, because how some people, they get caught up in their thoughts and stuff, and some incidents happened, and she ended up going to the hospital. But they said she was a little dehydrated and stuff, and they said that she didn't know where she was or something like that, But when I called to the hospital and spoke to her, she sounded fine to me. And then I went out there, spoke to her, she sounded fine. So then we had what happened? So then some nurses came, home care people, and somebody from the state or the city of Detroit or something, they'll come and check on her condition and stuff like that, just in case something was wrong. They'll take her out the house and put her in a home or something like that. So they all came through. The nurses were 2 white women, and the other person was a guy brother, and we were all talking and stuff. I think I made a video about this. Yeah, okay. So anyway, the 2 ladies came in, so it's just me, my mom, talking, and my brother, and a black guy was. I don't think he came in. He could have came in. I think he was there. And then all of a sudden, my mom's boyfriend just walked through the front door and walked right past the living room, right into the kitchen, and they're like, "Well, who was that?" And I'm like, "Oh, that's our dad." They're like, "Huh?" I said, "Oh, we are multinational, multicultural family." When they said that, they were like, like wow. And so I guess everything calmed down and stuff, and they were talking to my mom. She was fine. I was talking to the guy that worked for the city, I guess, and he was like, "Oh, okay, we thought this was that, so we everything sounds fine to me. Just got to go down and whatever, because the state, they're not really trying to take her out. They'd rather her stay at home and stuff." So everything was fine. I was in Detroit. It was wow. It was an eye opener. A lot of spaces where houses used to be, they're not there, but it's all green. So actually, even though the houses or anything are not there, it's still kind of beautiful in a way, because it's like nature is taking over, and actually, if it was just trimmed a little bit, I wouldn't say too much, but a little bit, actually, it would be a good tourist place to go. No joke. Just to see, even, the old, the churches, every other corner of which church, liquor stores and stuff like that. Of course, every place have them and stuff like that. The houses, some beautiful houses out there. The only thing was, I guess, it would appear that the population is getting older, and the younger kids are too busy to actually step up and do things. I went to visit one of my cousins. One of my cousins came to the house, took me to another cousin's house. We were all sitting outside, and these cars rolling up, and I know these dudes were looking at me and stuff, because I'm sitting outside in a bright green polo shirt, bald headed and stuff like that, and it was interesting. I was thinking like, I didn't look at them. Of course, that's a good thing about being in Japan. Well, I wouldn't say good things I learned in Japan, but I just didn't look at them because I didn't want to get shot and stuff. But I was sitting out there as it's starting to get dark. I was like, I don't know if we should be sitting out here, So we went in the house, and my cousin was saying like that area was not a good area to be at night and stuff like that. So I guess things are popping off all stuff. Went to visit my cousin, and saw her. Me and my brother took her out to buy some food and stuff, and it was cool to see her. It was my first time seeing her. I only saw her on what was that? We only talk on Messenger or something like that. My cousin, she came out. She let me stay at her house the last day I was there. And it was cool, talking to her. My uncle and his wife drove up from Ohio and stuff. So that was real cool to see him, because he's the one that's in my videos. They came out here, him and his stepson, some years ago. We was up in some izakaya place and stuff. And so we were all talking and stuff. Then we went to my other aunt's house, and ended up meeting one of my cousins, and kind of found out he's retired and everything, working for the government and stuff. And he what did he do? How can I say? Oh yeah, when we were young, we used to always go over there, and he used to always wrestle with me. So I asked his sister, my cousin. I said, how come he's always wrestling with me? And she said, oh, because he was the only boy in the house, and my mom had 3 boys. So when they came over, we were like brothers to him and stuff. And I never knew that. I mean, I left when I was 11 and stuff, And so when I met him, we hugged and everything. Hey, long time, and then he told me what had happened and stuff. And I asked him, why are you always wrestling with me and stuff? Same exact thing my cousin said. I was like, oh, okay. And I met his family and stuff. Some other people were there, and it was real cool, meeting them and stuff like that. Downtown Detroit was really nice. It was really nice. I went to the white neighborhood. It was pretty cool. The mayor's house, somebody said they saw the house, but that was it. It needed a paint job bad. I went to the hospital. Inside the hospital, a little ordeal happened, and a black cop came. He looked like he's like 6'7", 6'10", thin guy and stuff. But it was real cool. It's like, wow, it was the first time I saw a black cop, in years, I really didn't see too many police cars out there. I think I only saw 3. I saw like 1 police car on the streets, maybe or 2. But I saw a couple of them, highway patrol and stuff. Other than that, it was, like I said, the first 2 days, I ain't gonna lie, I was scared. I was really like petrified, when I wanted to go walking, and they got these stores, they got of course, what I might be saying might be normal to some people, I don't know, but they had this one restaurant I went to, and everything was served through these bulletproof glass and stuff, and stuff. It was really interesting. It was not like that I've never seen it before, but it's just been such a long time that it was like, wow, I saw that one building where Tommy Hearns used to box at and stuff. Some schools closed down. Some parts of Detroit, I guess, the Latino population moved in and got their stores up and stuff. Went to Dearborn. It was really nice over there. Went to Walmart. That was a trip. It was huge. Walking through there and seeing all these black people, and I'm like, oh, like, I didn't feel like a place, but I ain't gonna lie, I was like, whoa, going from, seeing all Japanese people to all black people and stuff. But the women, it was a lot of thick people. I ain't gonna joke, but a lot of beautiful black women out there, and I was like, wow, And so as I'm going through the mall, and everyone is staring at me, and I'm like, why are they staring at me and stuff, But maybe because I had a bald head, because almost everyone out there that I saw, they had long hair, they had braids and stuff, braids down their shoulders and stuff, the guys did and stuff, I went to some mall, maybe Fairlane Mall or something like that, and it was really nice, and it was really clean and stuff. It was cool. Bought some Miss Phil's cookies, because I used to buy those when I was young, when they first came out in Westwood. Many years in the 80s and stuff. They were like 25 cents then. But it was nice. But so anyway, I had went to one person. Oh, and then my mom's boyfriend was really cool to us when he was young. Me and my brother went to visit him, and he was real cool. Still looked the same, and we were just talking about a lot of stuff. I don't know, but it just, I want to say something, but I don't know who's watching this video, so I can't. But I did mention something to my brother at first, and he didn't believe me. But then later, I think after the second time we went over there. I think was it the second time? Did we go over there twice? Yeah, we went over again later on the same day, and I think after we left, my brother agreed with what I said. But it wasn't a bad thing; it was a good thing. But But it was nice though, you know. But you guys, if you are from Detroit and you're listening, I will say you this: there are a lot of people whose homes are terrible, in bad conditions. A lot of stuff, you know, if they're too big, some people are just too big or too old to clean it up. And maybe you guys might want to consider starting, you know, home cleaning businesses where people will pay you to go up in their house and clean. You know, of course you got to find people you can trust and stuff, you know, so they don't be stealing things or go back and rob them later or whatever, you know. But the business is there, okay, and I'm surprised no one hasn't thought about that. That's the first thing. When I walked in my mom's house, it was a mess, and I was like, wow. It's like, whoa, you know. And of course, people will pay you money to clean it, because some people might have money, you know. You go and clean their house up for a day or whatever, you know, get $50 or whatever. I don't know, $100 whatever. I don't know. This depends on, you know, what they can afford and stuff. But you should start a business like that, you know, because I'm sure. I mean, I'm not saying that I don't know who has jobs and I'm Detroit who don't have jobs. I can't say that, but I do know that there are a lot of healthy bodies, strong bodies out there. You know, strong people out there who can, you know, who can do that work and stuff like that. I meant to go get my VA papers done and stuff, but my cousin's supposed to be doing it, but I haven't heard from him, so I don't know. Every time I try to do something official, things always happen. I don't know why. Let's see what else. Also, I called, finally got in touch with this college that I went to, and I called the community college of the Air Force, and they told me that I went to this school called Central Texas, and I was taking classes from them when I was in the Philippines. So that was real cool. In the Philippines. So I done got all the four junior colleges I went to: Saracosa, and Santa Monica, Antelope Valley, and the Air Force, Community College of the Air Force. So I got a call back there because he's supposed to send me something, but they didn't. So I got to call back there and get that information, get my credits, see how far I need from a BA, and I'm going to get I'm not BA, but an AA, and I'm going to get my degree and stuff, because it's long overdue. Because actually my whole dreams was just to stay in school, but I ended up going to the military only because my girlfriend at the time said she was going and she asked me to go with her, and then we decided to get married, you know, but I already told that story a long time ago. But had she not even asked, I would have never even thought about going. And it's funny too, because when I was in there, the captain gave me my personal information file, and it had all kinds of stuff in it, just a lot of BS stuff, you know, but that's what they used to kick me out. And so he never asked for, nobody mentioned it, but after 2 weeks I thought I had to take it back, so I took it back, you know, and that's what was used. But kind of find out that I didn't have to take it back, because when he gave it to me, he did give me a look like, you know, you can keep it, but I was going to ask him, but I didn't know if he was going to get upset or not. And I think that's one reason why, I mean, my life has been good, but I think I missed out on a lot of things in my life because I just didn't ask a lot of questions, simple questions that I should have asked. Like one, when I was getting out the Air Force, they told me to get this paper so I can get my ID, you know, military ID. And I'm like, what I need a military ID for? I'm not coming back on base, you know, my dumb ass and stuff, you know. Benefits, but I wasn't even thinking about that, because when I was in the Air Force, you know, like I could have paid for, like when I was in school, when I took classes at Saracosa, I guess the military maybe paid for some of them. Maybe in the Philippines, I'm sure they paid for some, because you got to, you know, get your paper signed and stuff from your supervisor, so you can go to class, so you can, you know, because you'll be absent from work, or you have to leave for work and stuff like that. But when I took my classes at Antelope Valley, you know, I guess I could have used my military benefits and stuff, but I never really thought about it, and so I didn't. So I paid cash and everything. And when I was in the military, I guess I was making some money, but I think the only bill I ever had was like $300. But the highest bill I had was like $300 telephone bill. I mean, utilities and stuff like that. Of course, rent and everything else. But I was still able to save a lot of money and stuff. But it was pretty cool. But yeah, that trip to Detroit was cool. It was a one-way from Narita to Detroit. I had to go from Itami to Haneda or something like that, Haneda. And then I went to Narita, took a shower, got on the train. I mean, not on the train, but on a plane. And then some lady was flirting with me. One of the staff was flirting with me. I was like, okay. You know, it's funny, like, oh, you know, when you got on a plane, I bet you a lot of women cried. I'm like, okay, you know. And I'm like, yeah, they did, you know. And of course, I should have just said nothing, but I, you know, had to come back with something. And she looked at me all strange and stuff. And then she came back and said, oh, I know we met before in New York. I'm like, oh, I ain't never been in New York. I'm like, nah, I would have been in LA. She, no, I know I saw you somewhere. You know, and it was just interesting. And what was funny, because I was sitting next to one brother who, I guess he was a chemist and stuff. And from what he was talking about, he was very, very intelligent and stuff. You know, maybe chemical engineer or something like that, maybe. And so when at the airport, I saw him, I talked to him. And then, but, you know, I guess, I don't know. But anyway, he just kind of like he didn't really want to talk to me. But I don't know, he could have been thinking about some other stuff. And so I was sitting in that lane in the middle, and then a brother came on and said, hey bro, you know, it's an empty seat, you know, and I was sitting like, you want to change if you want? He's like, cool. I was like, yeah. So I changed and ended up sitting next to him. And it was a real coincidence because, of course, you know, I look older than him. And I don't know what the typical black man think of another typical black man, but I know for me that a lot of people think I'm dumb for some reason. And so when she started flirting with me and stuff, he was like looking, and she wasn't shy about it, wasn't hiding anything back, just talking and stuff. And then, but I know she was looking. I was like, okay, you know, but it was funny. On the way back, though, I'm with a lot of black people on the plane. I was like, what's going on? But I was sitting next to these two sisters and stuff, and actually they were real sisters. They were black and they were sisters. And so I might end up sitting in the middle because she wanted to sit by the window or something like that. But anyway, we were all talking to a whole bunch of black people, and I was like, what's going on? And she was telling me that they work for some health company, you know, like Amway or something like that, and they went to Japan for some kind of seminar or something like that. I was like, oh, okay, you know, it was pretty cool. It was just really interesting. So me and her were talking. Basically, she was doing a lot of talking. I was just listening. I'm always listening and stuff. But it was a good conversation and stuff. The train ride, but the plane ride was like 10 hours from Tokyo to Detroit, and then 11 hours back. I watched movies, I think Marvel's movies, or you know, the Avengers movie or something like that, and then slept 8. So it was real nice. You know? Let's see who else. And I see you down visiting you. So anyway, my mom's boyfriend, white guy, he's like 5 years older than me, and he's cool though, you know, really smart guy, you know. But there, me and my brother, we kind of like, you know, he's really, how can I say, I won't say strong, he's not strong to me, but really serious, you know, like sometimes like way too serious and stuff, you know. And I don't know why he got that. Maybe it could be from, you know, I don't know. I think I know why, but I can't say why on here. But you know, before he left, he got mad at me because I didn't offer to pay for half the hotel and stuff. But I was thinking to myself, you know, he just like, I got a room, it's an extra bed, you know. And because actually I was gonna get my own room and my own car, you know, because like I said in my videos a long time ago, what happened in Hawaii, you know. And so I was okay, but I know next time just get my own stuff and be free, you know. But it was cool to see him, you know. We got into this one thing though. He was like talking about how he was a man because he's taking care of his family, and saying like how my wife is taking care of me or something like that. And I'm like, you know, she's not necessarily taking care of me. She would say she is, you know. I got a job and everything. I'm not making as much as she is, but the whole thing is, you know, we are married. It's her house, you know. I'm staying there, you know, whatever, you know. I don't know. It was almost like, because a lot of people say that it's always people trying to make me feel guilty because she's making more money than me and I don't have anything to worry about. But I'm like, I do have things to worry about, but I mean, you know, I don't pay for the house, it's hers, you know, and she got to pay it out of her, wherever, you know, and, you know, and mean, I can give her some money and stuff like that. But even when I tried to before, she would always say, I'm like, no, it's okay, you keep it, you know, and stuff like that. And I think I know why. Maybe because, you know, a lot of advice I gave her, you know, and I told her something to do that, you know, even propelled her to the level she's at and stuff, you know. And I don't know, so it almost seems like a lot of people are like really in competition with me. You know, I'll tell you about that later. But yeah, Detroit, it was interesting, you know, walking down the street, you know, looking at the girls. Nobody walked up and said anything to me. Nothing like that. I didn't have any problems. I walked into one store and I had my bag, and the bro said, yo man, you gotta check your bag. And I said, oh, I'm sorry, you know, I just flew in from, I literally flew in like the day before from Japan, so I don't know the rules and stuff. You know, no, it's cool. So he gave me a number and I gave him a bag and stuff. He's a big bro though. The stores out there, I guess compared to Japan, they're dirty. But it was just interesting because you can see the lack of attention, I guess, as far as, you know, keeping things clean and stuff like that. It's really different from Japan. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing or anything, because it could be just normal out there. But when you go to the white neighborhoods, or at least downtown LA, I mean not downtown LA, but downtown Detroit, everything was clean and stuff like that. So it was kind of interesting, you know. Yeah, you know, it was really interesting. This is one place where these houses are real nice houses and stuff, and then they had a liquor store, and the liquor store looked like it belonged, quote unquote, in the ghetto or something like that. It was like totally out of place. I think I got a video of that, so I'm gonna post that up too. I always keep saying what I'm gonna do, and I always take a long time. It's not that I don't want to do it, I can't do it. It's just that every time I plan to do something that I think is good, something always happens, you know. And I mean, it's just weird. I don't know why. So it's almost like I need to, if I want to do something good, I need to keep it a secret in my mind and not, you know, say it out loud, because nature or whatever will come and form against me and stuff. So it's just interesting, you know. Oh, so another thing, I was talking to some dude on my YouTube. He's a Korean guy, I guess. And he was always talking about, oh, you know, he don't believe anything I say, and was saying he don't think women want to talk to me, and you know, all the typical black guys are at the bottom of the pole, and Korean women would rather date, Asian women would rather date Asian men and stuff like that. And it was funny, you know. And so we went back and forth a little bit, you know. But and then he was telling me how you know, women are going after guys that got good looks and stuff, and I'm like, man, okay, fine, I don't care. You know, why are you telling me? Our videos are not about sex or anything, you know. But it was just interesting. So, you know, I had to you know, tell him, you know, say a few things to him, you know, about, you know, life and stuff like that, you know. I don't know, it's funny because I do hear a lot of stuff about guys telling me, you know, that they don't think I can do this with women and that, and actually, I mean, yeah, if I walk up and talk to women, I mean, the chances of me being successful is probably higher than it is of me. The chance of me failing is probably high, you know, because maybe I don't know what it is, but you know, the way I talk to them, I guess it just depends on the woman at the time. But I do have more women coming to me than the number of women coming to me is higher than a number of me going to women and failing, I guess, or whatever the word's supposed to be nowadays and stuff, and get rejected. He's like, I bet you got rejected by a lot of women. I'm like, what guy did you know who has a higher a lower rejection percentage than you know, than you know, being accepted by a woman? You know, a lot of people get rejected. I mean, and it's not a bad thing, you know. It's just, you know, something that happens and stuff, you know. But it was interesting and stuff. Somebody asked me to bring back the G Love Black Man videos. I think I already said I will, but like I said before, it's really hard because I have like a couple, 3 or 4 or 5 videos where I actually went to the women and they, you know, explained it to them, and they, and it wasn't like, I mean, some, I only had like 2 women actually said no. Yeah, plus those 2 women, you know, but so that's 7. But when I go to them, you know, I gotta really put in a lot of work and talk and stuff, you know, before I turn on the video. But the other ones, I'm just chilling, and they come up to me, you know, me and Ron or whoever I was with, you know, and since they're already in a nice mood, I just ask them, you know. So that's how it happened for me. It wasn't like I went out there and started making, hey baby, you know, I go on to ask you, do you love black man videos? So I run up on them, you know, with the camera, I didn't, you know, and we're already recording and saying I didn't do that, you know, I didn't do that. So it was just interesting. But anyway, I'm getting sleepy. I gotta go. Talk to y'all later. Please subscribe if you like this video, and hit the notification button so we have other videos coming up. You'll be able to check in on it. I gotta get my site, my homepage and stuff up and ready. But anyway, I'm out. Peace.